Hi y'all, welcome back to this video on critiques of hedonism, challenges to the idea that happiness is the only good. In previous videos, we've seen why hedonism is so attractive. It's simple, intuitive, and lines up with what many of us want for ourselves and our loved ones. But no philosophical theory is without its critics, and hedonism faces several powerful challenges. Let's walk through the most important ones. First, we have Robert Nozick's famous thought experiment, the experience machine. Imagine a machine that could give you endless happiness by stimulating your brain with pleasurable experiences. Once plugged in, you'd feel as though you were living your best life, achieving goals, enjoying relationships, experiencing adventure, but none of it would actually be real. Would you plug in? Many people say no, and that suggests that happiness alone is not enough. We also value truth, reality, and authenticity. If hedonism says that happiness is the only intrinsic good, the experience machine exposes a major weakness. Second, there's the paradox of hedonism. This is the idea that directly pursuing happiness can actually prevent us from achieving it. Think about a time when you tried very hard to make yourself happy, maybe at a party or on a vacation. The more you focused on it, the harder it became. Happiness often comes indirectly as a byproduct of pursuing goals, relationships, or meaningful activities. If hedonism tells us to aim directly at happiness, it may be advising something self-defeating. Third is the problem of evil pleasures. Suppose someone takes genuine delight in harming others. A cruel tyrant, for example, may feel real happiness while oppressing people. Hedonism seems forced to say that this person's life is good because it's filled with pleasure. But our moral intuitions push back strongly. We don't want to call that a good life, even if it is happy. Fourth is the problem of false happiness. Imagine discovering that your closest friend has betrayed you for years, but you never knew and you were perfectly happy. Or imagine being tricked into believing that you had achieved something meaningful when in reality it was all a lie. Are those happy lives truly good? Many would say no, showing again that happiness may not be the only value. Fifth, the autonomy problem. Hedonism insists that to live well, you must be happy. But what about people who choose meaning, duty, or sacrifice over personal happiness? Think of a parent who gives up comfort and pleasure to care for a disabled child, or a scientist who risks unhappiness in the pursuit of truth. Their lives might not be happy in hedonist terms, but many would still consider them admirable and meaningful. Hedonism seems to miss out on something important here. Sixth, we have life's trajectory and moral luck. Some people, through no fault of their own, face lives of great suffering, poverty, illness, oppression, hunger. Does hedonism simply conclude that their lives are bad? If so, it risks being insensitive to the value of perseverance, courage, and dignity in the face of suffering. Finally, let's consider Philippa Foot's thought experiment. Suppose you could guarantee that your child would be happy for life, but only by giving them a lobotomy that removed much of their mental capacity. Would you do it? Most people say no. Why? Because happiness isn't the only thing we want for our loved ones. We also want them to be healthy. We want them to be capable. We want them to be intelligent. We want them to be fully human. This suggests happiness is important, but not sufficient on its own. So what do these critiques show us? They suggest that hedonism, while appealing, may be incomplete. It struggles to account for values like reality, morality, autonomy, and meaning. Happiness may be a crucial part of the good life, but it may not be the whole story. Here's a reflection question. If happiness isn't the only good, what else do you think matters? Is it truth, justice, autonomy, love, health, wealth? Think about your own intuitions and experiences and ask yourself, what makes a life truly worth living? All right, y'all, that's all for now. If you're interested in more videos on philosophy and ethics, check out the videos posted on our channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.